All right. Hey, team. Welcome to our first official call of 2018. Hope you guys are having a terrific evening and a great week so far. If you don't have a pen and paper, go grab one. You're going to need one. Take lots and lots of notes. We're going over social media. You guys, some of you have been around for a while. But like, Ashley, we've talked about social media before. There's a lot of new updates to social media and there's a lot of new coaches. So I want to make sure I go over stuff. And I just have one favor to ask, guys. If you are on your phone during the call, it's because you're taking notes. Don't use the team call time to check in with people, to post on social media, to post in the team page, to do follow-ups. So now is the time that you're on a call for training and training purposes alone. Don't use this time as a power hour for me, okay, guys? So we are going to be talking about social media. I do have slides. I will do screen shares. If you guys have any questions during the call, use the chat box, wherever it may be on your screen. That way, you, A, don't forget your questions during the call, and B, I can go back and answer them at the end of the call. So I'm going to do a quick screen share. And then if somebody can give me a thumbs up if you can see it. You guys good? All right. Usually I keep people on the side of my screen over here, but it distracts me. So I'm going to minimize everybody, and then we're going to press play. All right. Hopefully you guys can see this. If not, somebody can text me or hop off or put a chat up and say they can't see me. Oh, is my keyboard not working? You gotta be kidding me right now. Okay, I guess we're going to do it this way. There we go. Okay. So guys, I don't know if you guys know this. We are in the business of social media. So basically, when somebody asks me, like, what do you do for a living? I say, I'm a health and fitness coach. Like, well, how do you grow your business? Social media. We're literally on social media. Now, some of us may do fit classes, but you really can't talk Beachbody when you're doing group workout, when you're teaching Certified Live. Some of you may talk to people in real life. That's awesome. I have grown my business on social media. Probably 95% of my personally sponsored coaches and challengers have come from social media. So when I go over these tips and I give you guys this advice, it's from experience. Oh, and whoever just hopped on, you can make sure you guys have muted yourself, please.
No, he doesn't.
Thank you. It's because I've been on social media for the past 5-6 years growing my business. So you can take these tips with a grain of salt, or you can take them and implement them going forward. So why do you need to be on social media? It allows you to reach thousands of people outside of your real life. I don't know about you, but I don't know thousands of people. I could probably count like 10 good friends on both hands. Like, I just don't know that many people. But on social media, you can reach so many other people, and you may not even know it, who you're impacting, who's following you, who's watching you. With the way that Facebook and Instagram works now, mainly Facebook, is if a friend likes a post, if your Facebook is public, people are going to see that post, and new people are going to start to follow you, and they're going to reach out to you. So literally you can reach thousands of people. If you want to grow your business, guys, you need to be on two forms of social media. So first and foremost, Facebook has to be your main form of social media. I recommend Instagram for the second form personally. I do not count Snapchat as a form of social media. It is very, very hard to grow on Snapchat. People cannot find you unless they know your Snapchat handle. Twitter, I know nothing about Twitter. I couldn't even tell you a single thing about it. YouTube couldn't tell you anything about it. Blogging couldn't tell you anything about it. So we're going to go over Facebook and we're going to go over Instagram tonight, because those are the tools that I use to grow my business. And guys, learn to be uncomfortable. Social media is not always a comfortable thing. You're going to make mistakes. You're not going to be perfect at it, but you'll get better over time if you're consistent and you show up daily. So first things first, some of the tips, it's going to like tell you on the top if we're talking about Facebook, if we're talking about Instagram, but a lot of times if it doesn't, it can apply to both. So watch what you share. So you're now a Beachbody coach, whether you're a brand new coach, or whether you've been a coach for a while, you're a coach and people are following you now. They're going to be watching what you're doing. They're going to either be looking at you for inspiration and motivation, or they're going to be quick to unfollow you. I'm not going to lie. I've unfollowed coaches on our teams because of the things that they're sharing on Facebook. Workouts are great. Your life is great. But if you're one of those people that is sharing 20 different cat videos a day, or every single recipe, or like, ooh, like this, and great things are going to happen to you this year. Oh, if your name's Ashley, you're getting pregnant this year. You guys know what I'm talking about. We see it on Facebook. I am very quick to unfollow, because I don't want that in my newsfeed. If you're sharing your workouts, if you're sharing what's going on with your life, if you're sharing about your kids, your dogs, if you're sharing recipes, I will follow you. But if you're one of those people that's share, 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 I'm going to unfollow you and I'm not going to see you in my newsfeed. That's what other people are going to do the same way. The people that find that annoying, find that like they're sick of seeing the same things over and over and over again, they're going to unfollow you. Just think about politics season, election season, presidential, whatever it's called. I hated that time of year. I unfollowed so many people, not because I didn't side with what they were talking about, but I don't give two hoots about politics. So I didn't share about it. And even if I did care about it, I personally would not post about it because I'm now being followed by people for inspiration and motivation. I'm not being followed for my political views. I'm not being followed for negativity. I'm being followed because people want to watch me. So also be mindful of what you share and what you're saying on Facebook. I'm not saying you have to censor yourself, but just remember that this is a business. Think about other business people. What would they kind of talk about that sometimes? Would they share certain things? Probably not. They probably would lose followers or lose customers. So you have to think about it in that sense and try not to be negative on social media. I've gone on a couple rants on social media times, but I always turn it. I spelled negativity wrong. Go with it. I always change it around to be something positive, to share how I learned a lesson out of it. So just be mindful. And I'm not saying that you guys can't be the person that you were before, but you just have to think twice before you post something now, because you are building a business out of your social media. And the last thing you want to do is, I don't want to say you don't want to lose a lot of people because they probably weren't your people to begin with. Just be mindful of what you share. Be mindful of what you post. Be mindful of the negativity that you may bring. Just be mindful. Why does it matter? So I kind of already talked about this already, guys, though. But once you're a coach, people are watching you. They're following you for motivation. They're following you for inspiration. And mostly they're following you to see if you're going to stick with it. There are so many Beachbody coaches out there, but they're following you for a reason and they want to make sure you're going to stick with it. So if you're on this call, I can't even see who's on the call, and you've been on my team for a while and you post that you worked out, and then a month later you're posting that you're working out again, but then you disappear, and then you come back, and then you disappear. No one's going to trust you. No one's going to want to join you because they're like, well, she's so flaky. How can she help me? Be consistent. Show up every single day. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. You're in the business of social media. Your business literally depends on social media. So make sure you're taking notes. Let's put these tips into action. And so let's start talking about it. So one of the things you guys I hear about a lot is, what do I share on social media? So first and foremost, guys, you need to share your journey. Share your workouts, share your Shakeology, share the performance line in a non-pushy way. And I'll talk about that in the next slide a little bit. But don't be spammy. Don't be salesy. Not every post needs to say, you ready to join me? Drop an emoji below. Share why you're working out. Share what makes you feel good about it. Share what you crush it. Did you struggle? Share it. Share why you're working out. Share the good and the bad. Do not share stock photos from Beachbody. So what do I mean? Don't share the stock images of Shift Shop or 80-Day Obsession, or don't share pictures of just of your TV screen of the workouts. And I know I have this in another slide, and I'll probably mention it a couple times. It is called Facebook for a reason. F-A-C-E. The word face is literally in the name of the social media platform. People want to see your face. So if you're constantly just sharing pictures of your TV screen or of a general photo that Beachbody gives you, it's spammy, it's salesy. Don't share pictures of your Shakeology bag. Don't share pictures of you kissing your Shakeology cup or the container, anything like that. You can still post about these things without being directly in their face. And the reason I say that is you want to create curiosity marketing on your Instagram or your Facebook. So I sell more Energize than I sell anything else because it's my jam. I talk about it all the time, but I never say the name of it in my post. So like in the slide before, the drop it like a squat, it's a yellow stuff. I talked about it. It's in my pre-workout. It's even in my picture in the front. Here's pictures that I used in other ones. It's in, everybody knows it's the yellow stuff. It's liquid gold, it's mom crack, it's unicorn juice, whatever you may be, whatever you may call it. But I never put the names of things in my post unless it's a workout. I don't have time to sit there and be like, well, what workout are you doing? Oh, I'll message you. I don't have time for that. If I'm doing shift shop, I'm doing shift shop. If I'm doing 80-day obsession, I'm doing 80-day obsession. But make people want to ask questions. So I don't know what any of these posts said with these pictures, but a lot of times I'll be like, what's your pre-workout? Or I'll be like, I got my liquid gold going, or I've got my yellow fingers going. I call it something different every single day, I swear. But don't put the name of products in your post. Make people ask questions. Then when they ask, you come and be like, I'll message you about it. Don't answer the question in the comments, because then nobody else is going to ask and they're going to go find it on their own. People are quick to Google nowadays. So you want them to ask questions, and then you want to message them with the answers, so then you can start talking to them about it. Like I said, I talked about it a little bit, but use other words to describe products. Don't use superfoods. It's so overused. It's ridiculous. I call it my chocolate salad. That's what I've been using lately. It's creative. People are like, chocolate salad, sign me up. I don't like salad. I like chocolate. How can I get the two together? Think of creative ways to talk about things. In my bottom picture, I've got the bands on the sliders. I didn't even mention 80-day obsession. It's just I'm showing a picture of my workout that I'm about to do. The picture above, recovers in there. I talk about recover quite a bit. I'm really big into the performance line because I swear by it. So I call it my chocolatey goodness that I drink after my workouts. So create curiosity marketing where people want to ask questions and you're not directly telling them what it is. It's the same thing when you like buy a new pair of workout pants or a new pair of shoes. People ask, now I'm not saying if you're like, oh, I'll message you what type of shoes they are, but you can kind of be like, oh, they're Nikes, or oh, they're from here, oh, they're from there. Things like that. Create curiosity marketing. All right, so we're going to talk about Facebook for a little bit, and then we'll hop over to Instagram. So first things first, guys, is your Facebook, it needs to be approachable. So what I mean by that is your Facebook profile picture, it needs to be you. If you, almost all of you, unless you are like a star diamond coach or a diamond coach, all of you need to be using your personal Facebook. Nobody should be worrying about building a like page right now unless you, I tell my coaches, I don't know if I have any of Danielle's teams on here, but I tell my coaches, until you hit diamond, don't even bother building a like page. There are way too many people in your warm market that you need to work through. And if you're focusing on a like page, it's double the work and it's going to take a bit of time. So your Facebook profile page, it needs to be you. Not you and your husband, not you and your kids, not you and your dog. It needs to be you. Sorry about that noise. I'll tell you guys about what that noise is in a little bit though. Cover photos. I invest in doing a cover photo, guys. Don't be cheap and try to do a collage and do it on PicMonkey or do it on Canva, do it yourself. Invest in a cover photo. I think the guy who does mine, I think he charges me $50. You may be like, oh my God, $50 is a lot of money. If you're a professional, you're trying to build a business, you want a professional looking cover photo. Show who you are quickly. And I should have put up examples, but you can go look at my like page and see what mine looks like, which mine's very outdated because I'm very pregnant in mine. But have a good cover photo. Don't have a quote. Show who you are in quick little words, quick sentences. Go check out some top coaches and you can really see what I mean by cover photos. Don't post and run. So what do I mean by this? If you make a post, make yourself available for the next 5 to 10 minutes to comment on them and like them. And I'll talk about that in a couple of other sides. Involve your followers. Ask what they want to see. Ask questions. So today I posted on my like page. I used to go live every single day with my workouts and I kind of quit doing it because I thought people got sick of it. So I asked today, I said, do you guys miss me going live? And I probably have like 30 or 40 comments that are like, yes, go live again. Ask your people what they want to see. Ask them questions. Ask them what their favorite place to vacation is. Ask them what their favorite TV show is. Just ask questions. 1, it gets you engagement. And 2, it's a way to be more involved with your followers. Guys, your pictures need to be eye-catching and they need to be original. Quit using stock photos from Beachbody. We've all done it. I know. We've all been there. Quit using quotes as your main pictures. Once a week's okay, but don't use quotes every single day. Again, it's called Facebook. Facebook. So anytime you think about that, be like, all right, it's called Facebook. People want to see my face. And usually, guys, it's pictures that catch people's attention, not the post. So if you have a sleazy, spammy post or a picture, nobody's going to take the time to stop and watch it and start like Be careful about the wording that you put on photos. The thing right nowadays I've noticed is coaches like to put words on every single photo. They don't need words. And make sure you're not doing the same pose and it's not always in front of the same mirror and all that stuff. Switch it up. Be interactive. So what do I mean by this, guys? Is comment and like on every single comment on your post. Hit reply and reply to them. So a lot of times if I have a lot of replies on a post, and even if I'm like, I don't even know what to say back to them, I throw an emoji up, a heart emoji, the hands up in the air emoji, whatever it may be, I throw something on underneath. The more activity, the better. So when you comment on somebody's comment, Facebook's like, oh, it's getting comments, and it pushes it back up. The same thing with the likes. So comment and like on every single comment. I've seen this a lot on the team page and I don't mind it so much, but let's not make it a trend where we're like, hey, can you go hop over on my post and like and comment on it? It's okay every once in a while, but you want authentic engagement on your post. So if you're having the team constantly be the ones to comment and engage, people are going to know. They're going to be like, all right, I see the same person throwing an emoji up on this post every single time. I get it. I know what they're doing. People aren't stupid. So you want authentic engagement so you can kind of understand what posts people want to see, what posts you shouldn't do. So kind of use it like that. Do not use scheduling services unless you're using them in groups. So Hootsuite, I don't even know what other ones are. And the reason this is because Facebook will be like, she's not using us, so I'm going to quit showing their post, and they're going to push you down to the bottom. Use real in-time posts. And one of the questions I got was, well, what time should I do post? That depends on you. My audience tends to be around morning, afternoon, and about like 10 or 11. If you're on the West Coast, you're going to have different times than my people. Don't post at 1 in the morning. No one's going to see it at 1 in the morning. If you're a mom and you know that your people are in the car line to drop off at school at a certain time, maybe that's your time. If you know that they're around watching TV at a certain time, that's your time. So you're going to have to figure out your own timing for post. Let's chat about pictures. I know we talked about it a little bit, and I said I know my notes are a little bit all over the place, but this is a lot of information, and I had to jam it into different areas. So your photos need to be original. Do not use stock photos. And what I mean by stock photos is I love that Beachbody takes the time to create all these awesome photos, but don't use the photo 80-day obsession up there with autumn in it. Nobody gives a crap about that. If anything, use before and afters, like the picture that I have below. Obviously, when we have new programs coming out, we don't have before and afters of ourselves, so it's okay to use before and afters that Beachbody's provided like this, but make sure they're the real looking ones, if you know what I mean, not with a bunch of text all on the bottom. So that's kind of like the collage that I used before. And again, if you use pictures of you, it's called Facebook for a reason. And don't be spammy. So not every post should be join me, join me, join me. And they should be not just workout posts. Share about your life. Share about what's going on. If you go to my Facebook page, it is all over the place. I share about stilts. I share about Evelyn. I share about my workouts. I share about my postpartum journey. I share food. I share about planning. I literally share about everything. You're not just a Beachbody coach. You're the same person you were before, but you just added something into the mix. So don't be spammy. People will unfollow you quick. Just because you become a Beachbody coach doesn't mean that your Facebook page should be a marketing page. It should still be the way, people are getting offended. 2 people just left. That's okay. But just because you're a coach now doesn't mean that's the only thing you are. You're still the person that you were before. All right, we're going to hop over to Instagram, guys. And remember, if you guys have any questions, put them in the chat box so I can answer them at the end. Or I'll unmute you guys at the end to ask questions. All right, let's talk about Instagram. So Instagram is how I started building my business in the very, very beginning. I've been on Instagram since, for 6 years now. I actually went back and I looked at all my old posts the other day, and I made the mistakes I'm telling you guys not to do. And that's why I can talk about it, because I've made those mistakes. I've used those stock photos. I've been spammy. I've been salesy. And now I'm really back on Instagram again, and it's really growing my business again. So first things first, and this goes for a Facebook like page too, if that's what you're building right now, quit focusing on the amount of followers you have and instead focus on the engagement. It doesn't matter if you have 20,000 followers or you have 500 followers. It's about the engagement. It's about the people that are commenting, the people that you're responding to in your Insta stories, things like that. keep your pictures clean, edgy, and popping. Your Instagram is like, like to call it a scrapbook. It's like where you can go back and look. Avoid using a ton of collages. Collages are out. They were in like in 2015, 2016. They're not a thing anymore. Keep it to one picture, the best that you can. Keep them clean. I know it sounds weird, guys, but people pay attention to what's in photos. If you follow me on Insta stories, you hear me about it talking. I'm like, yes, my cabinet door is open, because I get called out every single time somebody sees my cabinets open. I don't know why people don't like it, evidently. Have your profile set to public on Instagram. If it's not set to public, one, you're wasting your time on Instagram using hashtags, and nobody can like really find you. Nobody can find you. They can find you, but then they have to request to follow you. And then they're like, well, I don't want to deal with that, because I don't want to have to like go like see if that's my type of person I want to follow. So make sure that your Instagram is set to public. Let's talk about Instagram bio, and I'm going to show you guys some examples. First things first is no Beachbody links. I don't want, if I go to your Instagram and I see that you have a link to your Beachbody site, I'm going to yell at you. Not really, but I'll tell you to take it down. No Beachbody links. Use Linktree. This is literally the handle for it, the website handle. linktr.ee for multiple links. And I'll show you guys that on a screen share at the end of the call. Quick, simple facts about you. Emojis, if you're into them, I'm into emojis. If you don't know that, you don't follow me, but I love emojis. I use them all the time. And also, do not put in your profile that you're a Beachbody coach. Now, you're going to see that some people do it and some people don't. I personally don't. It's not my thing, because there have been people that have been burned by coaches in the past, and they may get a bad taste in their mouth before they even get a chance to get to know you. So those are my quick tips. So I'm going to show you guys a couple of Instagram bios, including my own, that I really like. So obviously this is mine. It doesn't say that I'm a Beachbody coach anyway on there. You know that I'm a new mom, that I'm on my postpartum journey. I have a link to showing other links. My profile picture is clearly me. You can see it right there. And then we'll talk about the things on the bottom for the highlights. We'll talk about that in a different slide. So quick, simple, to the point. Here's another two that I really like. So one is Jatana Jackson. Another one is Danielle Natoni, also known as Fit and Funky. Two very different profiles, but they're quick and to the point. So Jatana does have that she's a Beachbody coach. That's totally okay. She loves makeup. She loves donuts and cupcakes. She's a mom with muscle. She's a beach lover. Miss Virginia, those are quick key things about her. Danielle Natoni, she says she's many things. She's a mom, she's a wife, she's a trainer, she's happy. She has a link to her direct website. She has a quick quote on there, and both of their profile pictures, you know it's them. It's easy to tell. So quick, easy, straight to the point. So that's going to be one of the call to actions, is to clean up your Instagram bio at the end of this. Let's talk about Insta stories. So I know most of you, well, a lot of you used to follow me on Snapchat, and I have left Snapchat and I have moved to Insta stories for numerous reasons. One, that's where people are at. Two, I can put links up there. Like I can say, hey, swipe up for a link. Quick fact, if you do not have 10,000 followers, you cannot put links in your stories. I learned that one day when somebody asked me about it. So this is what most people look at on Instagram now. I actually used a poll the other day, and I said, do you follow Insta stories or Insta feed more? And I got about 80% of the people said that they watch Insta stories more than they look at the Insta feed. So people are scrolling less on the feed and they're watching more on their stories. Insta stories, I've had people are like, well, what do I share? Share your life. I am on there constantly. I share my workouts. I share Stoltz. I share Evelyn. I share food. I share my pre-workout every single day. I'm very consistent with certain things. Like every morning, I'm on there making my Energize. I'm sharing my workouts. I'm on there sharing my Shakeology. I'm on there sharing my Recover. And then I'm sharing other things on there. It's an amazing platform to do advertising. If you don't follow me, I suggest that you do, so you can kind of get some inspiration for your Insta stories, because I'm on there quite a bit and I can go over key things at the end of the call if anybody has any questions about them. So I talk about that. You can share your life on there. Use locations on your stories. So what I mean by this is that you can, like, if you swipe up on Insta stories, guys, you can pick a location. So I put my town in there a lot, and I actually had somebody sign up underneath me with a challenge pack because she found me through locations. She was a local mom. Y'all, I live in a town, a small little town. I don't even know how many people live here, like maybe 20,000. Okay, so to me, it's small. And she found me through my location. So you can even use towns that you're not in. I have some coaches that I've seen that use like United Kingdom now that we've moved over to United Kingdom. Sometimes I'll use like a different town because it'll pop up on Instagram, and I'll go over this at the end when like you guys can ask questions and use your phone at the same time. So mark this down, location, so I can come back to it. And then use hashtags in your Insta story. So this is a new feature that you can now follow. Sorry, I thought I heard Evelyn cry. Not that I can go help her. That you can now follow hashtags. So I'll use pre-workout. I've used a couple others. I can't remember what I use. Don't use them in every single story, but use them in certain ones because people can find you through that. And the question I have been getting the most is, what is the app that you're using to make the words pop up on your video? It's called Hype Type. HYPETYPE. Hype Type. And I'll go over my favorite apps at the end of the call. So that is the app that I've been using. Let's talk about hashtags. You can use up to 30 hashtags per picture. Do not use ones that apply to your picture. So for example, on workout pictures, I have like motherhood, first time mom, postpartum, planner girl, dog mom, fur mom, Go Bucks, Columbus, Ohio. I have things that aren't just fitness related because you want people to find you that aren't necessarily looking to find you. Like, does that make sense, guys? Like, you don't want just fitness people to find you. You want other people to find you. So use hashtags that apply to you, but not necessarily apply to working out at the same time. So an app that I like to use, and I'm pretty sure that's the name of it, it's called HashMe. Yeah, HashMe. And guys, these apps, they're Apple apps. I don't do Android. So if you can't find them on Android, I'm really, really sorry. And if you guys aren't using hashtags, you're wasting your time. People can't find you unless you're using hashtags. And then make sure you're switching them up. So my tip is it in your notepad in your phone. I have a folder separate for hashtags. I've got, I probably should delete it. I have baby bump hashtags, but I have motherhood hashtags, workout hashtags, planner hashtags, running hashtags. Like, I have them saved. So once I post the picture, I go to my notes and I just copy and paste them right over. So switch them up depending on the post that you're doing. If you're doing a food post, switch them up. If you're doing workout posts, switch them up. So always switch up your hashtags. So this is a new feature to Instagram, which I love. It's called highlights. So I kind of put a very quick tutorial. I stole the picture on the top of how to do it. But basically, you're on your profile. So like the first picture, you're on your profile. You click the plus sign that says new. You pick the highlight. Now you can archive Instagram stories. I'm showing you my phone and you guys can't even see it. You can archive. It saves all your posts. So you click the ones that you want. So just you would click a random one, and I can walk you guys through this at the end. And then you make a name for it and you archive it. So for example, I have on my profile right now, I've got like coach anniversary. This is my 5-year anniversary month. So like I highlight every coach that's joining underneath me. I have one of Stilts. I'm doing a giveaway this month. So I have one of my giveaway. I have Evelyn, Liquid Gold. So those are the highlights. So when people come to my Instagram, it tells them a little bit about me and they can just go click on through. It's a really cool new feature. All right, Instagram randoms. So Instagram is the same way like Facebook. The more engagement you have, the more it's seen. So it's not like it used to be where it's in chronological order. I miss those days, but it's not. So how do you get seen more? You got to be consistent. Don't take days off on Instagram, guys. I know it's easy to. Before you're like, oh my gosh, Ashley, I have to come up with content for Instagram and Facebook. No, use the same dang content. Quit wasting time and trying to come up with different content for both platforms. Use the same one. You have different followers on both platforms, and if people follow you on both, who cares? They're going to see it. I have people ask me, well, how do you put music under your videos? So I use iMovie to edit all of my videos. Tip, just speed up the music. Because Instagram is owned by Facebook, it will flag you if you try to put up music where it's like the actual song. So I speed mine up. I talked about highlights. And then for Instagram people, guys, use the 5-3-1 method. So what that is you're going to like 5 photos, you're going to comment on 3 of them, and you hope to gain 1 follower. This should not take you a long time. Do it while you're watching TV, while you're watching Grey's Anatomy or Law and Order, whatever it may be. Do the 5-3-1 method. It's a good way to find people that are like you, and you find them through hashtags. So if you're a dog mom, find them through dog moms, and hopefully they'll come and check out your page. I hear it all the time. Ashley, how do you grow your social media? Okay, so first off, guys, I've been where you've been. I started with 0 followers. I started with no followers. And now I've got, I don't even know, 20,000 followers on Instagram. I honestly do not pay attention to my following because it drops every single day. And I don't care because they're not my people. And I've got, I don't know, 37 followers on my like page, 37,000. But it happened because I was consistent, because I'm sharing daily. Some days there's days that I don't want to share and I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this today. But then I'm like, you know what? It motivates and inspires people. And I literally get messages every single day on Instagram saying, thank you for showing your workout videos. Thank you for being consistent. I've been following you for years and I finally have decided to message you. The best thing I could have done was share my entire pregnancy journey, because the amount of people that I inspired was so worth it. So share 2 to 3 days a day, guys. Engage back and forth with people. Be genuine. Share the good, the bad, and the ugly. If you gain weight, share it. If you struggled in your workout, share it. If you're having a hard time, share it. People want you to just be genuine. They don't need to see the perfect person. So I'm in a Beachbody group for moms that are pregnant, and I hear all the time, well, I need to be this perfect fitness person, and I need to show them that I'm eating clean 24/7. Y'all, I lived off of donuts, chips, and crackers for the first 18 months of my pregnancy. I enjoyed a large McDonald's Coke and a large McDonald's fry. I shared that. I even shared the other day in my challenge group. I said, you know what, guys, I got to be honest with you. I had Wendy's today. And people are like, thank you. Thank you for being real. This is why I chose you as my coach, because you are being real. If you have a donut, share that dang donut. Be real with people. It will take time, but if you're consistent, it's going to happen. Y'all know how much I love my C word, consistent. All right, guys, these are my favorite apps. And I'm going to go over some other stuff. We're going to do a call to action. Then I have some screen share stuff. And then we're going to go to questions. So these are my favorite apps. Y'all, don't be cheap. Pay the 99 cents to get rid of the logo on the bottom of these. I do not want to go to your Instagram or your Facebook and be like, sponsored by WordSwag, sponsored by Phototype, Hype Type on the top bottom. Pay 99 cents. It's tax write-off. Quit being cheap. So WordSwag, it puts text on pictures. I use WordSwag a lot. Pick, Play, Post is another one if you don't have iMovie, if you don't have an iPhone. If you have iMovie, learn how to use it. Super easy. Photify, it is my go-to. I love Photify. And Hype Type is the newest one I've been using. It's the one that I showed you that you guys see in my Insta stories with the words on it. That's my go-to. And Snapseed is another really good photo editing one. So this is the call to action I have for you guys. And there are 19 of you on the call. I don't know how many of you are from Danielle's team or how many of you from Forward Fit. So I at least should see at least 10 posts in the team page sometime tonight or tomorrow. 1, clean up your Instagram bio. Make it clean. Share it in the team page. Be like, what do you guys think? Do you guys think I should add anything, take anything away? Don't be afraid to share. Use the team page for things like that. Make your profile picture you. Make it nice and clear. Don't have sunglasses. Don't have a hat on. Make it you. I want you to post in your team page, whether you're from my team, whether you're from Danielle's team, 2 to 3 takeaways from this team call and what you're going to implement from this team call. See, this is the thing with team calls, guys, and this is the things with trainings, is that you have to implement the stuff that you learn. You can't just like come on here and not use any of it. You're not implementing it. You're wasting your time. So I'm going to show you guys a couple screen shares, then I'm going to head over to the questions. So one thing I want to share with you guys is the link tree that I told you guys about. It's completely free. Why isn't it sharing? Can you guys see this? I need somebody on my screen to tell me. Anna or Nicole? Yep. Okay. Thank you. Anna is my first one. So this is a link tree, guys. And what you see right over here, I don't know if you can even see my mouse. This is what it looks like when you click on Linktree in my bio. So I have how can I help? And it takes them to a Google form that they can fill out. My like page, it takes them directly to my like page. And then I've got some affiliate codes that I have in here. So my planner, I talk about it a lot. So my planner link's in there. Fabletics, my link is in there. And then HelloFresh, link is in there as well. So you just go to Linktree. It's right up here, linktree.com. You set it up. It's free, and you can add links into it. You can take them in and out and add them. I think you can change the color of over on the screen. I don't know. Oh, it logged me out, so we're not going to worry about that. So that is Linktree. It's free. It's quick. It's easy. I love it. So the newest thing I just found. Now, I'm sorry, guys, if you don't have a Mac, don't hate on me. How many of you guys have a Mac? Okay, so quite a few of us have a Mac. This is gold if you are building on your Instagram. Are you all ready for this? I just discovered it today, and I'll share it in the team page, but it's gold. I love it. Can somebody see this? Nicole, Anna, can you guys see this? Okay. This is Instagram on my desktop. It's called Flume. Flume, and I will share it in the team page in the Instagram bio. So I can do everything from my desktop on Instagram now. So I'm a messaging fool on Instagram. So I have this little thing down here, and it clicks over to conversations. Now I can access all of my conversation, and I can reply back to them. So I'm going to reply back to Sarah just because she's on our team. So she asked me a question. So I can literally reply back, testing, on a team call, so she doesn't understand what I'm like. So I just answered her message on here. On the bottom, I go back and okay, now I want to switch it to my feed. So now I'm going to switch it to over what's on my Instagram feed, and let's see what's going on. So I can click on this picture right here, and I can see what's happening with it. So I don't know who, it doesn't tell me who it is. So I'm still like figuring out this whole thing. But guys, I can run Instagram from my desktop, and I can go back to my profile. So here's my profile right here. Get off my screen. I don't know how to get off my screen. So I can go and look at my photos. I can click on it. I can see if there's any comments or likes. So I've got comments on here. I can like from it from here. I don't know if I can reply. I haven't figured all this out. I just downloaded tonight, but mainly it's for having conversations, because sometimes it's a pain in the butt to have conversations on Instagram, and it'll notify me. So that little noise you heard earlier, it was notifying me. Guys, this is gold. I'm so excited for this new tool. Like, I can't wait. You can do explore on here. So it'll take you to the explore page, which is how you find new people. That's how it tells you different things. Let's see. Activity, I don't know. It's like I said, I just downloaded this literally like 10 seconds before the call, so I'm still figuring it out. So I can see if people have commented on it. I can see if people have liked it. Like, I'm super excited for this. So if you have a Mac, it's called Flume. I'll upload it in the team page under the Instagram album so you guys can check it out. So I'm going to go back really quickly, and I'm going to answer any questions, and then I will open it up to questions for you guys really quickly. So hashtags, 30 hashtags on your feed at all times. When it comes to Insta stories, I use them sparingly. So I've used like Mom Strong is a hashtag I've been using lately, because if somebody clicks on it or they like search the word Mom Strong, my stories can pop up, or they can follow it. Same thing with like pre-workout, things like that. That's the same thing with like the location. That's why I use location now as well. I think that was the only question. All right, so I'm going to open up to questions, and I know we're running a little bit long, so we'll do 5 minutes for questions, and then we'll wrap up this call. So if you guys have any questions, and now is the time to ask. Don't go be posting the team page because you were too afraid to ask a question. If you don't want to talk, you can put it in the comments too. So does anybody have any questions about anything that I went over, or anything I did not go over that I missed? Nope, you're all like super skilled in social media now. Y'all got this. You're like, I'm good. I'm a pro. I can do this. Yeah, Tatiana, I can talk about it really quickly. So actually, you know what, guys? Give me 2 seconds. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send a video. I actually made a how-to on how to use it. So I'm going to send it over to Bill's Messenger, and then we're going to try to do a screen share. So give me 2 seconds, guys. We're going to see if this works. Sometimes I have a hard time showing a video on Zoom. Sometimes it doesn't want to work. So let's see if I can get it to work really quickly. So bear with me, because I literally just sent it over. 47 unread messages. That's cool. All right, we're going to test this, guys. Why is my internet going so slow? Okay, let's see if this works. Oh, where'd it go? Come back. Bear with me, guys. Okay, pause. I want you to pause. I don't want you to play. Stop. Stop. Okay. We're going to try to screen share. We're going to see if this is going to work. Okay, guys? All right, Anna, you are my person. So you're going to have to tell me if this works, guys. So this is a video. Like, can you guys see this? Anna, can you see where it says Instagram? Yeah? Okay. So let me know if this plays for you guys. So it's just a walkthrough. So you open up Hype Type, you drag and find whatever video you want. So this is the video that I chose. You can put any type of text on it. You can do up to 4 different texts, I think. So it says, see you in an hour. And then you scroll through and you pick what text you want. You can change the color. You can change how long it goes. So I open it up. Okay, pause. So what you see right here, guys, I'm going to back it up just a little. Is this playing for you guys? Yeah, okay. So what you see right here is the yellow is the text on how long you want the text to be on there. You can either speed it up or you can speed it down. You can add music for free. So I go in there and I add different music. Katie Blankenship is really good at adding hers on her Insta story, so check hers out. So I add music to mine. And then the green one on the bottom, it speeds up the video. I had to think about what that does. So that speeds up the video. So like this one, I went in, I think, so I changed the text. I made it stay on a little bit longer. I went through and I edited it. So I think it's replaying. So I have my text. I have my coloring on what I want on there. Is like messing around, moving it around. I slowed the video down and then I clicked and I went to add music. And this is what you guys do. You just search for the music that you want. So I just did Justin Timberlake because who doesn't love Justin Timberlake? I threw that on there. You click the little check on the bottom. You save it and bam, you've got your video and you share it in Insta Stories. So that's Hype Type. It's awesome. I absolutely freaking love it. Love it. So the reason I do that, Heather, is because I literally post and then I go to my notes, I copy and paste and I just plug it in the comments. So that way I'm not like going back, accidentally like erasing my post. It's just quick. It's super easy and it's efficient. Like I just have like, I wish I could like share my phone with you guys, but I literally just have like a hashtag folder and I've just got like a row of hashtags. Janet, you do it by going, I don't know, because mine is public. So I think you would click on the little setting, the little gear icon next to edit profile. Edit profile. I don't know. It's somewhere on there. Can you tell that I've had mine public for a very, very long time? When in doubt, just do Google how to make it a public profile because I don't know how to do that. How do you do your eyes? That's Boomerang. It's in the Insta Stories. It's called Boomerang. So when you're in Insta Stories, guys, you can choose different features for. You can do normal, you can do Boomerang, Super Zoom, rewind, hands-free. That's another thing that I like about Instagram is I don't have to sit there and hold it like I do on Snapchat. Thank you, Anna. Anna's going to show Janet. Tatiana, I don't know what you mean. How do you separate our hashtag with the dots? I have it in my notes, so I literally have dot, enter, dot, enter, dot, enter, so I copy and paste that into it. And the other thing that's really good with Insta Story, guys, which I didn't go over, is polls. Polls are awesome. I love polls. Like, that's how I kind of can engage with people, and I learned the hard way because I was kind of a smart ass answering some polls. I'm like, oh, they can see. So I like forewarn people. I'm like, I can see what you vote on. So you people can see. So I really like polls. It's really allowed me to like figure out what my people want to see. And you can also see who's watching you on Instagram. You can see how many views you're getting. My views have gone up from about, this is why I don't care about followers, because I have 20,000 followers, give or take, on Instagram, and my Insta stories are getting about 500 views a day, and about 2,000 views a day, which that means 2,000 people are watching me daily, which is just insane. But that's a good way to track your engagement and see how well you're doing. It's not about the likes. It's not about how many followers you have. It's about the engagement and the views. Does anybody have any other questions? No? Okay. I'm going to end the video, but I'll hop on and answer any actual business questions for a couple minutes. And anybody watching the replay, I talked about it in our team page today. If you are joining my 80-day obsession group, the last day to order is Friday to get your pack. Join us. Guys, we have 40-something people do. And I know when you're 80 days is a long time. Just think 80 days with people holding you accountable. That's pretty good. The program materials are already up. I've already printed mine off. I've got my meal plan and everything. I'm going to bind it and put it together in a little notebook. So the last day to order is Friday for that. So if you're listening to the replay, if you're listening to the replay, put any questions in the comments because I'm just starting directly loading videos into the team page. I am hitting end record, but we will stay on. I'm really professional around here, guys.